It's 6:48 to begin our sunrise smart start to those deadly and destructive wildfires in Southern California. One local law enforcement official compares the devastation to the aftermath of an atomic bomb.
We are watching the path of destruction as the winds pick up speed and new fires are sprouting up in the region. Some residents impacted by those earlier blazes have come back to their homes and found them reduced to rubble. Look at that video, really shocking there. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's Office says that at least 10 people have died so far. Just yesterday, the Kenneth fire erupted in the Woodland Hills. Los Angeles and surrounding areas have been on fire, blazing, starting in the Pacific Palisades community. And the resident there, one of them, John Carr, defied evacuation orders. He said he did it to protect his and neighbors' homes with just that water hose.
Yes, I was awake all night, all day. Got a little bit of sleep after things calmed down a little bit, after all the houses burned down. I did probably hurt a rib jumping the fence over there, but I'll have to see a doctor when I get back.
Yeah, really heroic effort there. Now, local officials do warn the number of dead is likely to rise, unfortunately, as crews move in and search for victims of these tragic fires.
Now, we also connected with a couple of Rochester natives living in the LA area who left their homes with fire in the rearview mirror. As of now, they say their homes are safe, but the flames got extremely close. Chloe Corcoran tells us an alert on her phone let her know a fire had broken out near her home in Hollywood. That's when she ran up to her rooftop and saw this scene. That fire chased her out, burning Runyon Canyon. Chloe grew up in Rochester and is currently getting her doctorate through U of R. She talked to us from a hotel far from her home. She shares the moment she realized she had to leave.
So I went back down. I made sure I had everything in my bags that I needed to, put my medications, etc., in there, checked in with a couple people in the building just to let them know that they should probably go, ran back up to the roof just to make sure that I was making the right decision, saw it growing and said, you know what, if I don't get out of here now, I might not get out of here. So let's just get going on the road.
Meanwhile, Elle Young and her daughter could see the fire too, having to evacuate their home in Sylmar twice since the wildfire started raging in Los Angeles County.
My daughter pointed out that the mountains were on fire, and she's like, Mommy, look, the mountains are on fire. And they truly were on fire as well. Embers were hitting the windshield as we were driving out.
We're told both Chloe and Elle expect to return home as soon as evacuation orders are lifted. Now, if you want to help the victims of the wildfires, there are many ways you can do that. You can donate to the California Wildfire and Disaster Relief Fund, as well as the American Red Cross and Salvation Army. You can find more resources on how to do that on our website, rochesterfirst.com.
Happening today, it will be day 3 of testimony in the trial for the man accused of beating and shooting a taxi cab driver in Rochester back in April. Yesterday,
jurors watched video of the moments leading up to David Treese III's death. Rochester police tell prosecutors they remember responding to the call on Bay Street on April 22nd, 2024, where they found David Treese III unconscious and not breathing on the side of the road. Officers say he was the cab driver that picked David Porter up that night. Yesterday in court, video captured from a camera on Treese's windshield shows Porter getting in the car and immediately attacking Treese. The same video shows Porter shooting Treese multiple times and hitting him with the gun. When the video ends, Treese is seen covered in blood. Rochester police allege after that, Porter drove away inside the cab before crashing near Central Park and running away. Porter's trial picks up at 9:30 this morning. Closing arguments are expected Monday.
Also today, News 8 expects to speak directly with Webster Town Supervisor Tom Flaherty after Webster police revealed they are investigating a $520,000 phishing scam that targeted local government. According to Webster officials, the fraud involved threat actors who were posing as personnel that represented a contractor out of Webster. The town says that they became aware of this scam November 20th, launched a criminal investigation with the police and the FBI, and town leaders say they believe they're fully confident that all the lost money will be recovered, both through insurance and the investigation. In fact, so far, police confirm they have recovered nearly $301,000. Officials note no confidential data was compromised, and the town's IT department has already reviewed all accounts and IT managed systems.
Now let's go into the Buffalo huddle. It's not the regular season the Bills struggle in. They have been AFC East champs 5 years in a row, but the postseason is a hump the Bills just can't seem to get over, falling short in those last 5 years on their path to the Super Bowl. It's been a historic regular season for Buffalo as it enters Sunday's game against Denver with a 13-4 record. The Broncos coming in 10-7, while the Bills are the favorites. It's hard to ignore that the team has trouble escaping the AFC in the postseason. For Ed Oliver, though, it's not so hard to ignore, as it seems he's not giving what's happened in the past the second thought.
The regular season is one season, the playoff is one game season, so I just have to be me for one game at a time for the rest of the season. We can't worry about the outside noise. All we can worry about is right now. And it's not about last year. It's not about the yards we gave up in big games before. It's not about none of that. It's about being your best self for 60 minutes or until the game is over. And if we do that one game at a time, you know, the sky's the limit. That's why the playoffs are exciting, because they want all the background noise, but it's not about that. It's about 60 minutes of going to play football. I don't want to talk about them. It's not about them. It's about 60 minutes of doing your best, being your best.
We've been getting ready for the playoffs here at News 8. Tonight, Buffalo Kickoff Live begins at 7. And then, of course, we've got you again on Sunday morning at 11:30. Sunday, we'll also have the NFL Today on CBS at noon. And then the postseason begins in Orchard Park, where kickoff is set for 1. We'll have the game right here only on News 8.
All right, taking a check of our sunrise traffic update here at 6:55, our last of our sunrise show. The Greater Rock Sky Eye camera show the west side is moving along nice and smoothly on 490. There is that accident with possible injuries. We continue to watch at 390 northbound at exit 20. That is right where you get onto 490. So we'll certainly keep an eye on that. But hey, 590 also looking great. And James, dark in that camera, but hey, you promised us a little twilight and we're seeing it.
I had to deliver, right?
I love this from you.
Yeah, there you go. Sardis Bay showing a gorgeous look. You've got clear skies to start off this morning. It's amazing how far out the ice extends in this shot past the lighthouse there. So impressive to see that. Always cool to go up to Lake Ontario in weather like this. Stay warm this weekend. A little bit of snow for you tomorrow.
I love that. Bundle up and stay warm. Thank you for watching News 8 at Sunrise.
Have a great day.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather.